Alrighty guys, so in today's video we're going to be rating Super Saiyan God Shallot. If you guys have not seen, I already did a video on Trunks and Gohan, so be sure to check that out. But as I stated in the other video as well, I like to do this after every 2 or 3 days after they release, because I get an idea how good they are. And even though I don't have the characters, I've seen showcases of other YouTubers, I fight against them, I get an idea how good they are. But now we're up to Super Saiyan God Shallot. And there has been a lot of talk in the town saying this guy's not good enough. And I feel like people are over-exaggerating it a little bit. I don't think he's as bad as people are making it seem, but he definitely isn't the greatest character of all time. I think a problem he has, first off, if I were to go into problems, because I don't think he's a bad character at all. I think he's a very good character. I think people are over-exaggerating it. But one problem I already have, I think his blue card is very good, but it doesn't really hit that hard, generally speaking, just because of the fact that he's a ranged character, and he has a melee type blue. So a lot of his stats, you're going to want to obviously make him more ranged, but since his blue is melee, it just hurts him in that way. So it's kind of like Evolution Blue Vegeta. Last year, his blue card was not very good because of the fact that he was a ranged, like fully fledged ranged character, and he had a melee type blue, so he just didn't really hit hard with his blue card. So that's one problem here. But of course, I mean, with his blue card, this guy can lock in. This guy can have the heal reduction debuff. He can feint, which is the craziest part. And so it's very strong blue card. But the also thing I don't like is that everything is RNG. I mean, I know most of the game is RNG, but there's like 4 different possibilities it could be that are RNG. So you're either gonna get the feints. I don't remember the 4th one. Actually, let me double check right now. I know you could feint. I know you can lock them in. I know you can do the heal reduction. Frontal smooth limit healing, damage guard penetration. I guess it's damage guard penetration. That's the 4th thing. But basically, it's just you're not always gonna have. Because you need what you need is multiple blue cards in your hand and destroy some of those blue cards to get an extra chance to get another activation. Most of the time, it's going to be 25%. Sometimes you might have 50, sometimes it's 75. You might get all of the things that's possible. Maybe even 100. I doubt that's super rare, but it's possible. But it's always never guaranteed what you're going to get. But if you continuously, if you get the feint over and over and over, you're going to feel ridiculous. But that's the exact point. The feint thing. That's what makes it, in my opinion, just. If you're able to land a feint over and over and over, there's no way he's bad in any way, because you literally can just win the match off feints. So if you're feinting over and over and over, that ability alone, I can't see him being as bad as people are making him seem. And then also he has the limit and healing, which is very strong against Broly, and he has to prevent all switching, which obviously if you could potentially snipe out a character just by doing that. So the blue card alone is the effects are very good. It's just I can see the iffiness about it as well at the same time. But like, if you land the effects, it's gonna be very strong, but it's just not always guaranteed. That's where I think people are saying that he's not good enough. But I mean, the rest of his kit is just okay. Obviously, his kit basically just revolves around his blasts. But honestly, if I were to be honest, I think he's probably the weakest out of every single anniversary character, to be honest. Besides Pan, I think it's obviously better than Pan, but I don't think he's gonna be better than Pan in the long run, unfortunately. But I think this guy has some like flaws that damage wise and consistency wise that I can't really see a way where he's better than Gogeta, who is always consistent, has the Stardust Fall and everything. Broly, you already know Broly is annoying. Future Trunks and Gohan, I already explained how good they are in my other video, and so I don't see a way how this guy tops them. Like, he's not bad in any way, but he feels maybe around the same level as like I guess like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is right now. Not like, I'm not saying like he's like that bad, but like the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is very good. He gained a lot of value. But I would say he's around that range, so definitely not a terrible character, but definitely could have been better. But of course, he's green, and that's a curse that tends to happen. Believe it or not, though, Broly broke that curse, because usually, for whatever reason, they'll have like anniversary characters that are green, and they always suck. Like, we got Orange Piccolo, that was bad. Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the 4th anniversary sucked. Super Saiyan God Goku sucked. But then we got Broly, he actually was good, but now we have it again. The curse is back. Shallot is not as good as he should be. Not bad. He's not bad, but he's not as good as he should be. But realistically speaking, you can still run him on a lot of teams. He's God Key. He's Fusions. He is Saiyan. Game Originals. Who else? And I think that's it, right? Yeah. But like he has a decent amount of team setups right now. So he's very versatile, and he's a decent partner for Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, but I don't think you're better off running him over somebody like Red Broly or the Green Broly like we've already been running before. So I mean, if you have him, be cool to use, but I wouldn't necessarily say this guy is the most crazy thing. He does also have that LGT switch thing. I did see a video where it actually hurt him more than it helped him, which is kind of insane. I guess that's like a mini flaw. That's not really going to happen very often because there's not too many blues in the meta. There's only Rose and Gohan right now. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, that's only 2 ones that are in the meta. But it's going to be very rare because they're going to have to be running a purple alongside that. So, I mean, it could happen, but I don't think it's like a humongous problem because he's only LGT for 3 counts. I mean, obviously it's not a good thing. It's a flaw, of course, but I don't think it's like detrimental. But it was just funny to see that he actually kind of was just hurting himself by trying to help himself in a way. So that was just a weird, interesting thing. But majority of the time, I would say he's decent, just decent. Nothing else, nothing better, nothing worse. But one thing I will say that we do have this Aha unique equipment coming up next week. Who knows? That might be a crazy support character. He might make this character just absolutely broken. But the same could be said for Gohan and Trunks because they're also game originals. So you have to remember that. I always be forgetting they're actually game originals because we already have a Gohan and Trunks in the game, kind of. But who knows, man? There's a lot of I don't know. But yeah, man. Shallot. If I were to give him a rating, I would give him a 7 out of 10. Like my previous 2 videos rating, I'm not going to mention Gohan and Trunks. You guys have to watch that one out. Gotta watch that one to figure out the rating for them. But this Shallot, compared to Broly and Gogeta, I'm pretty sure I gave Broly and Gogeta like a 9.5. So definitely not the strongest, but definitely not the weakest. I'll give this guy a 7.5 because he can be very he can really take over a game if he gets the feints off, but it's not consistent. That's the thing. It's just not consistent. So, but yeah, for me, consistency is very important, and being able to deal damage off of your main focus is also very important. But yeah, this is gonna be the rating for Super Saiyan God Shallot. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.